I'm only using the Katalyst Suit. So, now that I've proven to myself on camera that the results translate to usable muscle, I don't see anything that even remotely compares to the Katalyst Suit, given the time investment into the workouts. Hey, Austin After 40 back. Thought I'd make a video about weight loss and how to actually do it without quitting and being able to basically get a caloric deficit, but not through severe dieting and just making yourself miserable. So for the last 5 weeks, I've been doing probably 2 miles walk in the morning. It takes me about 30 minutes. So we basically want to put ourselves in a caloric deficit, let's say 500 calories a day. The way I used to do this when I was in college, which is just miserable, is cut the amount of food that you eat, which just sucks. I don't know if anybody has ever done that significantly. It starts to drop your metabolism, your brain doesn't work right, you're just miserable, you're tired, you want to sit on the couch all day. Part of the benefit of Northern Nevada is you get horses. Kind of cool. There we go. So I've said a few times on here, I'm not a fitness influencer. I kind of go back to the principle of I don't like to micromanage my entire day. I use a KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid. Essentially, I just want to create a deficit in calories, burn more calories than I eat. The best way that I've found for myself, and I think most people would find this way the best, is to actually just increase your caloric burn during the day and not try to starve yourself. Being hungry sucks. Like walking for 30 minutes, super easy, super simple, easy to maintain, easy to work into like a normal routine. Go walk your dog, if you're trying to burn 500 calories a day, if you walk for 30, 45 minutes, you're going to be able to burn that extra calories during that walk. And then if you can try to do it in the morning, it's gonna raise your metabolism to some degree throughout the day. The best thing about walking versus, doing any sort of like cardio is you're not going to fatigue your muscles. You're not going to be tired the rest of the day. You're not going to drop your metabolism. Like if you've ever done hard cardio, it's like you kind of just want to like veg out for a little while because your body's just completely shot. It's not like that with walking. From my perspective, I actually end up, what I've noticed with my Fitbit is when I do a walk in the morning, my caloric burn for the day is generally speaking between 500 and 750 calories more for that day. And it's not because I burn them all on the walk. It's because I actually end up being more active throughout the day after a walk, which I think you might find as well. So another thing you'll notice is I am wearing a weight vest, so I think the math works roughly out to, I think you burn about 0.3 calories per mile per pound extra that I can throw on. I don't try to kill myself. I just add pounds to where I don't really care that I have it on. I walked for 4 or 5 weeks with a 30-pound weight vest on. So I ended up getting a 60-pound weight vest. I tried doing that yesterday, and it was my traps, like these muscles here connecting your shoulder to your neck. Holding that vest up was just miserable. I got about a mile and a half, about a mile in, and I turned around and came home because it was just miserable. Like you should be able to do the walk without the weight vest making it miserable. So I kicked it back down to 36 pounds. So now, I don't know, it's not a ton, like extra calories in a week. If you were to work like 4 days a week, I think it works out to like 125 calories, 150 calories a week. It's not that much, but to me, it's just, it raises your BMR. So a good goal to use is try to drop a pound a week. What that ends up being is it's 3,500 calories to burn a pound, right? A pound of fat. In a 7-day week, that's 500 calories a day. Try to get into your walk, get your 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 steps in a day, get a pedometer, get a Fitbit. The cheap ones do just as good as the expensive ones, and they're like $80. So I am not saying to cut cardio out of your daily routine or your weekly routine if you are doing cardio now. My point is that if you're trying to do fat loss, like keeping your metabolism high throughout the day, not wearing yourself out, just adding this in and burning an extra 3,500 calories a week is 15 million times easier for me than trying to cut 3,500 calories out of my diet. It is miserable all day be dieting. You can deal with, a little bit of discomfort for 30 to 45 minutes, an hour doing 2, 3, 4 miles in the morning, a lot easier than you can deal with trying to be hungry all day. So that being said, I would not try to work in a walk or a long walk in the same day that you use the Katalyst Suit. I think that it's pretty important to get the maximum workout you can out of the Katalyst Suit on the days that you do it. So I don't do anything else. I try to hit the Katalyst Suit in the morning when my energy's the highest, get the most out of the workout as I possibly can. If you like the video so far, or if you want to learn more about the Katalyst Suit and trying to streamline your life. Please subscribe. I'll link some videos for like suit review stuff at the end of the video. So back at my kids' playground, you know, the local park that I take my kids to, and might as well do some pull-ups since I brought the camera all the way down here. Okay, so 36-pound weight vest this time. Ugh. 12 again. Let it be noted that the park is 1.7 miles from my house. Give it about 20 seconds like last time. So not terrible. I am 6 pounds heavier than last time. So a bit of a disclosure, you know, my big goal was to see what the limits of the Katalyst suit was. Like, is it just something that's gonna be like working you out like a medium or mild day in the gym? Like, it's better than, it's building muscle, yes, and doing all that kind of stuff, but I wanted to see if it was gonna be able to do as much as like hitting it really hard in the gym. And to me, as far as muscle soreness and fatigue and how hard the workouts are, it's absolutely some of the hardest I've worked out in the last 20 years. That being said, I think most of the other people that I'm talking to that are using the Katalyst suit, they're ending their workouts between 200 and 275, and I'm ending my workouts between 380 and 420-ish, right? So I'm really pushing it as hard as the suit can take me. Again, for disclosure, I think getting the same building results, like building muscle results that I'm getting, I don't know if that's super feasible for the majority of people with the suit. Or I shouldn't say it's not achievable, but it's pure ass work. I'm half miserable, or it's not miserable, but like working out as hard as the thing will take me for the last 5-6 minutes of the workout. I almost am uncontrollably screaming or grunting during my last reps of the workout, so I might try to get that on video. You know, a couple guys in comments have said you can get resistance bands and a platform for under $1,000 and achieve the same results. I couldn't disagree more. If you're looking for a home gym setup and you have the motivation and you have the time, there's so many other options than the Katalyst suit. Now, I don't think you're gonna get near the workout with resistance bands as you will with the Katalyst suit. I don't see putting on like 8-9 pounds in muscle in 45 days like I did with resistance bands. You're also not gonna be able to work out your entire body in 20 minutes to the point of that you were hitting all those individual muscle groups hard individually in the gym. So if you can work out once every 4 days or once every 5 days with a Katalyst suit, do a full body workout. You know, essentially you're getting 4 days of rest in between or 3 days of rest in between. You are accomplishing the maximum results you can accomplish with the Katalyst suit, way better than you could do with resistance bands, way better than you could do with most any other home equipment. From my perspective and my results, I'm only using the Katalyst suit. So, you know, now that I've proven to myself on camera that the results translate to usable muscle, I don't see anything that even remotely compares to the Katalyst suit, given the time investment into the workouts. So something I think a lot of people don't realize is that, you know, doing high intensity cardio, like doing hard cardio or lifting weights, it just doesn't burn as many calories as people think it does. One of the problems with trying to lose fat, for me anyhow, is I go do hard cardio and now I think my metabolism just drops for the rest of the day. You know, at least I feel lethargic all day after hard cardio. Yeah, maybe that might change after, you know, like 2, 3, 4 weeks. You know, you might start to feel your energy starting to come up, but it's also like ridiculously hard for a lot of people to get motivated to do that every single day or like 4 days a week or 5 days a week. If you can, more power to you. But I think it's easier to try to achieve something simple like walking, 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, work your way up and then maybe start adding a weight vest. I think that's a lot easier for 90% of people than trying to jump straight into like cardio and doing hard cardio and some of that. I think as far as like sustainability goes, walking is the way to go. It really does fit into that same mindset as Katalyst, right? Like you're trying to achieve maximum results with sustainable effort. It's easy to get motivated to use the Katalyst suit once every 4 days for 20 minutes. Right? Like you can find motivation over the course of a week to get in the Katalyst suit and push yourself hard for 20 minutes. What are you going to be able to maintain doing 4 days a week? I think walking for 30 minutes is a lot easier to maintain consistency with than trying to do cardio for 30 minutes, 4 days a week. Again, pretty cool. That baby's probably 2-3 months old. Wants to come over and see me. The wild horses are not so wild around here. Mama's maybe gonna get upset, but pretty crazy that you can have this in your neighborhood. Again, probably worth the poop on the streets.